Blackhawk Township, regular monthly meeting, December 2nd, 2014, testing.
You good one? All right. All right, I will call this meeting to order at 7:03 p.m. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given to the Express Times and Star Gazette, satisfying the Open Public Meeting Act. If we could please stand for a silent prayer and flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Let me see here. Do we have a motion to pay the bills presented in proper form, signed by the director of each department and approved by the majority of the members listed on the bill list?
I thought we were going to hold.
Oh, we're going to motion to, we'll wait till Sal gets here. Okay. Withhold that. Are there any public comments pertaining to agenda items? Okay, seeing none, the attorney will be here later. We'll go into Township Council reports and begin with Frank.
Really not much to report since we just met last week. I understand from Michael Margulies that they're going to be looking at the Shimer School tomorrow with the owner and look at it. To what end, I don't know exactly. Just to see what shape it's in, I guess. But, other than that, I think we're going to have a more involved meeting next meeting on the 16th, where we'll start getting into the budget issues and interviewing different departments on the budget.
I think you're right. Anything else?
No.
Okay, cool. Mary, do you have anything?
It's the Shimer Mansion or Manor, whatever the heck the house is. You said school.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'll be going. I'm
Okay,
going
good.
through it with Michael tomorrow. So hopefully I won't trip over anything.
Well, we don't own that one, so
And,
we're not liable.
everybody got the email about that meeting on the Morris Canal. I don't know if anyone is interested in attending it. I think it's during the day on December 4th.
It's a Friday.
It's a Thursday. And there's something else. I don't know. All right, that's it for now.
Okay. The only thing I had again was I wanted to remind everyone about the Chick-fil-A tree lighting, which will be this Saturday. I believe it's at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I forget. It's on the website. But that should be a good time. They'll be giving out hot chocolate, and carolers will be there, and Christmas cheer.
Yes, give my regrets because I have other obligations.
Okay. And then the other thing, Frank and I had talked about this prior to the meeting. We got that letter from the county about the Highlands comment period, saying if you have any comments, please submit them by a certain date. I think Frank had a good idea that we maybe have on our meeting, what was it, next meeting?
No, I don't think we were that clear on that. I think they said they want comments, I think.
February 27th?
By February 27th.
Oh, okay.
We have some time.
We have
on
some
that.
time. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Probably January.
January, yeah. January, we'll look to have a comment period where the public can speak, and then we'll submit those comments. I got the dates mixed up. I saw December 15th and thought we had to do it, but my bad. Yeah, but that'll be in the future, near future. But other than that, I have nothing else either. Kevin?
I think what you may be thinking about is their comments are due by February 27th, but they're considering holding a special meeting with municipal officials sometime in mid-January. So that's why I'm thinking we're probably need to be a little bit
Early January.
Probably early January.
Yeah.
Early to, probably mid-January would be enough.
Well, maybe.
We'll track when they have this special meeting.
Well, do you think? Well, maybe too. It says, please let me know your interest by December 15th. Do we want to send them a letter saying we are interested? We'll just say we're interested and look forward to meeting with you on that. So we'll just send a letter for now to them.
Right.
Okay. That looks good.
Well, if we're interested in attending and participating in the meeting,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can send that letter. Okay.
and it would be in mid-January.
Yes. All right. And I don't have anything else. I'll backtrack now and go to the attorney's report. If you
Hey,
want,
Jim, yeah, you guys are flying tonight.
we're moving. It's on you.
The only thing I have brought with me tonight, this afternoon, Gwen got me a description for, if you recall that last meeting, the gentleman asked for a location of that alley. And he's before the board, so I wanted to get that done for him as quickly as
Okay.
possible. So if everybody's unanimous, we could move this on first reading. It's just, and there's a map attached that Gwen provided to me and a little description. I want to give them to you.
Thank you.
And I just thought it'd be nice to, since he's actually trying to do something for land use board, and try to move that along. I think if we move it on first reading, we would have time to get it published and potentially take action at our meeting on the 16th. And also, he's both sides of this little alley, you can see on the map. So he really would be, as far as I can see, probably the only person that would be noticed with the ordinance anyway. So, and he certainly seems to be the only one impacted.
Kevin, don't we have to do 200 feet of property owners all the way around?
Yeah, it's not jurisdictional. If we can get it done, we'll get it done. But the most important thing is move it and to get a copy up to the county. If we can get a list, as I said, he looks like he might be the only person contiguous, certainly, as far as I can see.
So he is,
But I'll check with Carrie and see if there's anybody
he's
else.
4 and 5 on this?
Yes, yeah, both sides.
Mhm.
I thought we always noticed all the property owners within 200 feet.
It's not, we do, but it's not a jurisdictional prerequisite. But I think we'll have time to do that anyway. Carrie's usually pretty good. And what I do is I just send.
Well, Perry doesn't give the 200-foot list. They come from Ben. That's what I'm saying. That'll be next Tuesday.
I think,
I'm not-
I thought he already had a little list of
There's all that
people.
many people there.
I can probably get the list from the planning board. Wendy, if you see.
I think he already has it.
Yeah, so if you can send me that list, just email it to me. I'll use the same list because it's from the same source. And I'll just send everybody a certified copy of the ordinance.
But you're saying it's not statutorily obligated
Well,
It's
anyway?
not jurisdictional.
But I was going to say, well, here's quick check, here's this guy, here's
school.
the thing, here's this guy
We'll get
again.
everybody.
Across the street is the school, and,
Right.
There's
Well,
some,
yeah, and then also, oh gosh, what's her name? Can't think of it. Their
Probably
house is there,
3 or 4 houses.
and then there's a house on the other side of the school, maybe that might
And there's-
qualify for within 200 feet.
Well, they said he has a list because he needed it for his land use application. So Wendy can send it to me and I'll get a copy out to everybody.
Okay.
Okay. And to the county. We usually send it to the county. So if anybody wants to move that when we get the ordinances on first reading, other than that, I did send, right after, actually, just before the Thanksgiving break day after our last meeting, I made all those changes to the DPW contract. They went out. And there was some indication back that they might want to discuss mediation, but we'll see where we go with that.
Yeah, I saw that. Was that just like the letters
It was just
crossed?
a quick email, yeah. Well, I think their rep got the email copy of the contract and just shot back a question about possible mediation. So we'll have to talk about that between now and next meeting, see where we go. I also, looks like, they said after the last HVAC meeting, it looks like TCI may want to return to mediation and potentially not spend unnecessary funds in litigation. So we may be getting a quick telephone case management conference with the judge to see if he'll reimpose a stay so we can see where these issues go. As I said, my focus is trying to get the building correct and minimize litigation costs if we can. And that's really about it, Mayor, since the last meeting.
Been a week.
Yeah. Not a lot.
too long. Okay, so
I have
in
a
reference,
question.
yeah.
I did revise that resolution, Mary, with the dog ordinance late fees. I already went up to Wanda as well.
Okay.
I didn't get it. Kevin, would you please send it?
Can we
on?
resend it again? I
Yeah.
sent it to the,
All right, so then it would be for the next meeting then?
No, it was already adopted.
Oh,
were
we
just-
adopted.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I have a question about this Blue Acres buyout. Somebody in Cohacton is applying for it.
Yeah.
Is it any of the land that we're possibly interested in?
And I think it's across, I Google Earthed it, and it looks like it's directly across from the quarry on the riverside.
Okay. And my other question is, this Blue Acres, is this like Green Acres where then we become responsible for maintaining it and so forth?
You know, Mary, I don't know a lot about
Because
this
I've not
program.
heard of this
I
one.
hadn't heard about it either.
I thought Blue Acres is like flooding, right? It's like Green
Yeah.
Acres for
Is that-
flooding,
Oh,
yeah.
it's for flood.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for flood mitigation.
Oh,
They
that
they
would
were
make
doing it a
sense.
lot along that river that constantly floods up there in Bergen County there. I think that's what they say. I think they relocated hundreds of houses. That's where it started.
Oh,
But I'm not familiar with the maintenance requirements, so I will get those for you, but this looks like they're asking us if we want to participate with some
Paying for it.
matching money.
Yeah.
Which
I don't think, I mean,
Yeah.
there's one house and there's probably, 50, 100 there.
Yeah, once we start that,
Once we do one, then we have to do all. of them.
dominoes start to fall.
Concerted
all
effort.
right, my other question is in regards to dog licensing. What would be the proper procedure if I wanted to work like a couple hours a night, like one night a week during January? I mean, does it have to go for approval?
Oh, like increase our hours for a
Just for the
short
yeah, for
period of
that
time.
short- Yeah.
Well, we're talking in January, so we'll be, really, everything will be rolling over to, new salary
Well, that was,
regulations
well, the
and
idea
everything
that
else. So,
was that we're going to do
Yeah.
licensing at the rabies clinic,
Yeah.
on January 3rd, but there's a lot of licensing going
Right.
on in January.
my,
So if people wanted to come in the evening, that's.
my thought, Mary, on that, I think that maybe the easiest way to deal with that would be usually right at the start of the year, you establish a little temporary budget until we adopt a formal budget, and I would just carve out a little block of hours just to put right in our temporary budget, and then we have it.
Couldn't it just be though by motion not to exceed so many hours?
Yeah, but you can put it right, but then it's right in your formal temporary budget, for dog licensing, just
that it
20
become
part-time
part
hours
of
for
the-
January, whatever, yeah.
Well, what days in
It's not,
January?
and that's not permanent, and then you
I
have time
don't
to
really
budget.
know which day of the week.
Is it before reorg?
It'll be after reorg. Reorg is on what, the 6th?
Should it be after that?
Yeah, because I mean, the 3rd is a
And we usually do a
Saturday.
temporary budget
The
resolution.
6th is a
as far
So
as-
you need her after licensing.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you
After-
meant
after
before.
the
Okay,
rabies clinic.
okay,
There you
gotcha.
go. Yeah, so we do the temporary budget resolution at reorg. So I would just, as long as the rest of me is okay, I'd just put a not to exceed X hours right in that temporary budget, and then we have it funded, it's done. Right there.
Does Lorraine do this temporary
Yes,
budget?
yes.
Okay. Mhm.
It's temporary budget you speak of. Okay,
Every year, we do one every year.
so we'll wait till, anything else?
But yeah, just get her the hours in advance,
And my other question to you is, and it's like what preferences, we can mail applications to people who have had dogs in the township, because we have them in the computer, so we could do a mailing. Or we could just publicize it and have our form online and also, again, do licensing at the clinic and stuff like that. What's your preference? Because I know to do a mailing is going to be additional dollars.
What if we sent out a mailer and on there asked them if they would be like a Did we find out if we can add things on there, questions onto a form or an extra sheet of paper saying would they be okay with getting it offline for next year? And that they say yes, we just like mark that person,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
like opt out of getting mailings.
Yeah, I was thinking of just a postcard reminding them.
Oh, yeah,
And to go online to get it.
not everyone has a computer, that's the,
That's the thing, though.
That's
Somebody
the
doesn't have
issue.
a computer. But that's why we have hours, people can come in and do it up close and personal. Slowly but surely, we're getting this in line.
I'd probably be more inclined to send it out just because
Okay, so we'll send out to the.
to people who
dogs
had
are
dogs,
registered.
yeah.
And the other thing too is, in terms of a dog census. Is this something then next year we will be asking for a dog census?
I was going to suggest that, Mary, because I was thinking, Susan showed me the form letter that you can do that would be mailed out to the people with licensed dogs that would say, this is your dog's name, this is the type of name, type of dog, this is how old it is and when its rabies expires. And if that's it, just submit your fee and we'll mail it back. But then that's not giving you the blank application for new dog owners. And I thought maybe if we did it the way we used to, with that form, and mail it, and then maybe just say, also conducting dog census, please list the number of dogs in your home. You could sort of maybe kill two birds with one stone that way. Just a thought.
Yeah, if they're licensing the dog, pretty much they're doing the dogs that are in their home. It's the ones who are unlicensed.
Right, but even if
That,
you,
that's the reason for the animal control person going out and doing the census.
well, we could send the letter that says dog license census required, please provide, even if you have no dog, send it 0 and send it back.
Well, then you're sending to everybody.
Right, well, that's what I was thinking to
I'm
do.
trying to
everybody.
save some money, because we're not sending to everybody. We're going to just send to those who have dogs that we have already licensed, that they're in our
Right.
file.
But then we're going to have to make up a separate form for on the computer and to hand out for people that get dogs.
Well, that's where, don't we have a place in our computer for blank forms?
Susan was doing it all over differently.
Because I was going to say, that's probably where it should go. Just like when I go to an organization and I need a specific form for either applying for a grant or applying for an award or applying for whatever, that you go to
Yeah,
that
but I
place.
think she
and
was
then
just
pick out
doing a
which one
letter
you use and do it.
that was specific to each homeowner, pet owner's individual animal.
Well, yeah, and she's doing that for the ones we already have on record.
Then we need to create.
But the
one.
newbies, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, that's the ones who would go online to get their form.
Mhm.
And if they don't have a computer, as we know some people don't,
We need
then
to have blank forms available.
that's it. Then they come and they pick what up here or whatever.
And the thing that just when we did it through the mail, like we always ask people to send a self-addressed stamped envelope. If we have to make sure that that's included in there because you don't want to pay postage both ways then. Right?
Is there a way that the form can be completed online?
I don't know if our system is that good yet, because I know there are other things where you can fill out the form online, but then there's going to be money involved too.
You have to submit your check and a copy of
Why
your
don't we
rabies
take
certificate.
credit cards online?
Not for, I mean, if we're the court, yes, if we're the police, yes, but nowhere else do we take credit cards. It involves getting one of those machines and doing all that kind of stuff, and there's a charge attached to each thing, and so that's why we've always done it just a check.
I'm just thinking broadly. It might be a-
Yeah, I understand. I mean, to swipe, yeah, makes life easier, but I don't know if we're quite there yet.
Well, I mean, the only other place that takes cash is Toby's. Hot dog. That's it. That's all. Yeah, that's all they take.
Oh, really?
Maybe
I didn't know
checks.
that.
They might take checks. I don't know, I think we have the capability probably to evolve on this.
Yeah, that's something to think about. But right now, I have to deal with what's happening now.
I'm not sure that a vendor's been approved, whether the state has to approve. I'll check with.
There's a lot of towns that take
Yeah.
credit cards.
Are they?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we would have to, like, the fee is the fee, so any transaction charges would
But-
actually be there. You know, normally. when
But I
you're,
don't even think Carrie
Right,
doesn't even take
No.
credit cards.
yeah.
Yeah, but that onus would be on the payer. If they
Right,
want to pay the
same.
fee, they can still pay cash, but they can also pay.
Oh, you
Right.
mean if they
I'm
choose
saying
to
the
pay a
transaction
credit card
charges
and have
for a
a
municipality
surcharge?
they have to be charged the fees, not
And-
us, like a
and
normal.
That's like
normal-
paying,
If
yeah.
if me as a
If you
business
pay
gets a
a
credit card, I
ticket to
take-
someplace
yeah.
like
they
Bethlehem
have to take.
in Pennsylvania, for example, and you want to use your
Yeah.
credit card,
That's
they
nice.
do
So it's money
surcharge
in
you.
their
Right.
Well, it's just, it costs them more for the service.
Oh, I see, okay.
You know, but I can, yeah, you can surely set it up.
Well, I don't want to be rushing
Maybe
into it
next year,
right now.
next year,
I'd rather
yeah.
get,
Okay, so what is the solution to your problem?
well, so far what we're going to do
Let's
is.
not
we're gonna
take care of
licensing for a couple hours remotely.
Okay,
I didn't get
We're
a chance to
also
look at it.
going to send letters to the dog owners, because that was our question of whether or not we should do that.
okay.
And, but the dog census, that's something that has to be done during the year. And
So
that-
we'll broach
your
that
animal
subject.
control person does that,
So separate the two.
yes. And I know Tony used to do it. And obviously with our switching around and losing Tony after 40 years, it hasn't been done.
What's the penalty if you don't do a dog census?
I don't know,
Something
it
that
comes
I
and
know.
slaps your hands, I don't know.
Nothing, okay. All right. Just saying.
They're
I've never
asking
gotten
for
one in
one.
Franklin.
Well, okay.
Well,
Are your dogs registered?
But that's
You
Franklin.
declined to comment?
No offense, but that's Franklin.
Yeah.
Are you sure they have, what do you call it, given it to another municipality to do?
Yeah, we got-
Oh.
we got animal control.
Okay, you have anything else, Mary?
No, that's
Okay.
it.
All right, so I guess we can move to resolutions. Sewer budget transfer to transfer appropriations. Is there a motion for that resolution?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Becker,
Yes.
Dan Luke,
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Mayor, if I could just, one more little piece of, turn your report to the sewer, relates to sewer, and, I copy Carrie with this, we're just trying to, hammer out some language for those out parcels that were subdivided at the mall, so I just wanted to bring you up to speed on that. And Gwen had a couple concerns. Carrie, I think, has a concern as to how she's actually gonna do separate billing. And I actually got a copy of the resolution, Wendy, and I wanted to ask you, is the condition in the resolution that requires separate water meters, did that stay in the resolution?
No, they ended up.
That's the part that got taken out, okay, because, okay. So we're still, I'm just trying to get that finalized. I think we're close, but I want to set it up so that, you know, I don't want to burden our tax collector. It shouldn't be her burden to figure out everybody's tax bills. And at least one of those, I think it's the Panera, is not going to have a meter now. The Chick-fil-A and the proposed Starbucks would have meters. But then somebody's going to have to read those meters. I don't know whether that's going to be Aqua or who gets that information to Carrie. And then you're going to have to take the total flows from the mall meter and subtract outflows. It's a little bit convoluted. I'm sure once we get it straightened out, it can work. But I just wanted the language in these deeds to be clear that we have the right, but not the obligation, to separately bill. Because if it becomes too much of a tangled mess, my view is it's going to be their problem. We'll just bill the way we always bill, and then they can fight about who pays it. Because they're the ones who wanted the subdivision. You understand what I'm saying? I just don't want to have an administrative headache for our tax collector, Carrie, especially since they've elected not to put a meter in at least one of them.
Well, we have to make sure that
So-
if that's where the concern is, that's where it stays, and it doesn't get into, we're going to start to tell them more what to do
No,
with
that's what I'm
it.
saying. I don't.
Because that's where the conversation initially
Right.
started.
Yeah,
And
all all I'm saying, I just wanted language, and I circulated it to you. I'll get it to everybody else tomorrow, and I circulated it to Lynn Arrow, to Gwen, to Jean, to their attorney. I just wanted language basically to the extent that we have the right but not the obligation to separately meter, and they're acknowledging that they're currently part of a unified system, and we only right now issue one bill. Just to make sure we, you know, as I said, I just don't want to have this subdivision to turn into an administrative burden on us. That's all.
Procedurally, if they agree to that, then what's the next step moving forward?
Then Gwen, I think I just was double checking it. It looks like all the other conditions of the subdivision approval have been met. And then the maps would be signed probably by the end of this week. And they guess they intend on closing on at least the Chick-fil-A, I think, and Starbucks probably before the end of the year.
So the only thing right now is this language. This,
as far as I know, I think I just was double checking that, you know, to make sure that there were some cross easements and things that were supposed to be done. So I'm just double checking to make sure that they did all those. But it looks like I think all that.
Okay, better than digging up Route 22. And
yeah, no, I'm not trying to make anybody's life difficult. I just want to make sure it doesn't end up being difficult on our staff.
no, I know. I just okay, good. All right, thank you. All right, ordinances for first reading. Is everyone okay with taking ordinance?
I'll move the ordinance to release, vacate, and extinguish any and all public rights in and to the Ravina Avenue.
And I didn't know the number.
The first reading, yeah, there was no number attached to it.
I'll put it on. I don't know it all.
Whatever the next one is.
X plus 1.
Who's the second?
I'll second.
Okay. And Becker?
Yes.
Yes.
And Kern.
Yes. Okay. No ordinances for second reading. Do we want to make a motion to pay the bills? I guess since we're moving.
Do you want to do it contingent upon Sal and Dave? Maybe I can get them in tomorrow and they can.
I was going to say, yeah, I would put some, not a disclaimer, but some attachment there.
Yeah.
Okay, that they're signed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there a motion for that?
I will move that.
I'll second it.
Okay, Becker?
Yes.
And Lou?
Yes.
And Kern?
Yes. Okay. Public comment. Any public comment? Seeing no public comment. There's no executive session. There's no old business. There's no new business, except for maybe Starbucks. No correspondence.
One other thing before we adjourn, and Wanda brought this to my attention. I got my meeting dates screwed up apparently, but I think we moved the tractor, the trackless tractor bid opening to the 16th. So that would be opened on a meeting day. For some reason, I had picked Tuesday the 9th. I was taking out the first meeting. I forgot that. I just got my dates wrong.
Talking about dates, have we set the dates for next year yet?
No, we do that at rework, Frank.
Okay. I'm just wondering, can we do this so that we don't have this situation again where there's meetings and no meetings for 3 weeks and then two meetings in a row?
That's what got me. Everything got moved around with the league. The league always screws things up.
Well, an election day.
An election day.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you can
Let's
set that.
look at the calendar
and it's rework because when we publish that officially, then we don't have to re-advertise on it.
Right.
And then also Veterans Day too.
Yeah, we can do that as part of rework.
Okay. Okay. Anyone have anything else?
Okay, what? I move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Almost 7:30.
Hey, pal.
That's what I was thinking.
We use that for our garden.
Yeah. No,